வணக்கம். வாழ்க வளமுடன். Already we completed the first volume. Now we have to start the second volume. Compare with the first volume. Second volume is very important for your higher studies. Because this volume contains differential calculus, integral calculus, differential equation, discrete mathematics, probability distribution. Those who are concentrating engineering, the first 2 years without calculus, definitely you can't able to do anything in the engineering, in your higher studies. Not only in engineering, if you select any field based on mathematics, without calculus, definitely you can't do anything. வகை நுண்கணிதம் இல்லாம உங்களால மேற்படிப்பை கண்டிப்பா தொடர முடியாது. So that's why you have to concentrate more on calculus. But in my point of view, compare with the first volume, if you understand the concept, calculus is very easy. Only thing, you have to understand the concepts. So some of the students already you omitted differential calculus in 11th standard. Don't bother. So we'll start by basic itself in this year. The calculus have two parts. One is differential calculus, another one is integral calculus. Differential calculus, whenever you want to separate anything, that means differential. Integral means combined all the things. The lot of application in calculus, if you want to find out the area of irregular diagram, volume, arc length, surface area, we can use integral calculus. If you want to slope of any line, so already you studied in up to 10th standard, if you know theta, then only you can find out the slope. If theta is not given, you can't able to find out the slope. So if you want to find out the slope of any tangent to the any curve, the only way using the differential calculus. So in my point of view, calculus is the boon of mathematics. The lot of applications in differential calculus there. The physics, without calculus, you can't study physics. Without differential calculus, you can't study economics. Without calculus, you can't study chemistry. The first major thing, whenever you think about the moving particle, either horizontal or upward, if you want to calculate the speed of the particle, speed of the vehicle, or speed of the missile, only with help of derivatives. So in this class, first we have to start about the rate of measure. So what is the change with respect to time in particular field? So when consider rate of change, we have to consider there are two things. One is moving particle, another one is solid figures. If it is a moving particle, just will consider the distance. Distance S. If you know S, we can find out velocity. Velocity nothing but rate of change of displacement. That is d by dt of S. D by dt means the rate of change with respect to time. D by dx means with respect to x. D by dz means with respect to z. dy by dx rate the change y with respect to x. So then acceleration, if you want to find out acceleration, so in my life, in your life, not only in your life, all the human beings, without using the word acceleration, we can't travel. So If you travel in the bus, the driver giving the acceleration, then only the bus will go fast, or vehicle, anything. So that's why before going to different application of differential calculus, first we should know the importance of this chapter. So now today we'll discuss about the rate of change. Once again I'll tell you the rate of change, rate of measure. So first I'll consider the moving particle. நகரும் பொருளை பத்தி பார்க்கிறோம். இங்க ரெண்டு விதமா நான் எடுக்கிறேன். One is horizontal motion, another one is vertical motion. Before that, first you should know what is S or X. That is called displacement. Next, velocity V. V nothing but rate of change of displacement. Distance and displacement somewhat difference. Some difference there. Then acceleration, rate of change of velocity or d square s by dt square. dv by dt or d square s by dt square. If I consider horizontal motion, I will consider initial velocity. What is initial velocity? ஆரம்ப திசைவேகம். Initial velocity means in velocity put t equal to 0. ஆரம்ப திசைவேகம்னா velocityல t க்கு 0 ன்னு போடணும். Initial acceleration na? What is initial acceleration? In acceleration put t equal to 0. When particle comes to rest, brake adichalla. If velocity equal to 0, the particle comes to rest. When we apply the brake, velocity becomes 0, then only the particle comes to rest. Velocity equal to 0, the moving particle comes to rest. Suppose in vertical motion means missiles, rockets, these are the vertical motions. In vertical motion, if velocity equal to 0, you think about velocity equal to 0, what happened? If velocity is there, it moves upward. If velocity equal to 0, the particle comes to rest. Because of gravitation force, the particle comes down. So velocity equal to 0, the particle comes to rest. It reaches the maximum height. If it is a vertical motion, velocity equal to 0, the particle reaches which height? Maximum height. Reaches maximum height. In vertical motion, suppose the particle comes down, reaches the ground. If it reaches the ground, what is the concept? There is no distance between the missile and the ground. Therefore, x is equal to 0, it reaches the ground. Reaches the ground. So, if you know these things, we can solve any type of problem in rate of measure. So, first we have to identify either it is horizontal motion or vertical motion. If it is horizontal motion, velocity equal to 0, particle comes to rest. If it is a vertical motion, velocity equal to 0, the particle reaches the maximum height. If x equal to 0 in vertical motion, the particle reaches the ground. There is no distance between missile and the ground. Is it clear? So, if you know this concept, first you should know, yes, that is displacement, இடப்பெயர்ச்சி. V, திசை வேகம், velocity means ds by dt. A, acceleration, முடுக்கம், dv by dt or d square s by dt square. V equal to 0, particle comes to rest means பொருள் அமைதி நிலையை அடையும். V equal to 0, missile reaches the maximum height means உச்ச உயரத்தை அடையும். V equal to 0 னா உச்ச உயரத்தில் உள்ளது. இந்த கான்செப்டை யூஸ் பண்ணி இப்ப நம்ம சம் போடலாமா? எக்ஸசைஸ் நம்பர். Before going to the topic, in chapter number 5, they'll ask 4 one-mark question. 1-mark question 4. 6-mark questions 2. 10-mark question 2. Totally 36 marks. So in the public examination, we will expect 36 marks from this chapter. But some of the students thought differential calculus is difficult. But in my point of view, the easiest chapter in a book, differential calculus. If we follow, if we practice regularly, if we concentrate the concepts, if we understand the concepts, it is nothing there. Not only here, if we miss the concept here, definitely you will not regain the differential calculus concept. But all the basic concept already you studied in 11th standard, those who are missed, please concentrate now. Without calculus, definitely you can't able to get centum. Clear? Shall we go to the problems? So exercise number 1, 5.1. Question number 1. So before going to question number 1, I'll say one important thing. Last year, this question only asked compulsory question. Most of the boys, most of the students missed centum because of this question. I thought they think differential calculus is difficult. That's why some of the students omitted. That's why they can't able to attend this question in the public examination. But it is easiest chapter. Last year public, the compulsory question 70 ல இந்த question தான் கேட்டிருந்தாங்க. நிறைய ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் எழுதல. என்ன ரீசன் தெரியல எனக்கு. centum reduce ஆனதுக்கு இந்த question ஒரு காரணம். Because of this question, centum reduced. A missile fired from the ground level rises x meters vertically upward. Underline the word vertically upward. It is upward motion. In t seconds and x is equal to 100t minus 25 by 2t square, find the initial velocity of the missile. Second one, the time when the height of the missile is maximum. Third one, the maximum height reached, and the fourth one, the velocity with which the missile strikes the ground. The displacement of the missile given. X is equal to how much given? 100t minus 25 by 2t square. But already you studied in differential calculus 11th standard all the formulas, even though I will recollect the formulas. Differentiation of x power n, n x power n minus 1. Differentiation of log x, 1 by x. Sin x, cos x minus sin x, tan x, secant square x, cot x minus cosecant square x, secant x tan x, cosecant x minus cosecant x tan x, cot x. Then sin inverse x, 1 by root of 1 minus x square, cos inverse x minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square, tan inverse x 1 by 1 plus x square, cot inverse x minus 1 by 1 plus x square. Please go through all the formulas already given in the 11th standard book. So here, before going that, differentiation of constant equal to 0. Differentiation of kx is k. Differentiation of x power n, n x power n minus 1. Differentiation of sin x, cos x. Differentiation of cos x minus sin x. Same way you have to study all the formulas already given in the 11th book. Now, so in rate of measure, first you have to calculate velocity. Without velocity, definitely you can't able to solve the problem. Velocity means dx by dt, differentiation of x with respect to t. What is the differentiation of kx? K. Differentiation of 100t, 100. Because with respect to t, 25 by 2, constant. Any constant along with the variable, keep the constant as it is. If constant is separated, it becomes 0. Along with the variable, keep the constant as it is, t square. This is in the form of x power n. What is the formula? N x power n minus 1. Therefore, 2t power 2 minus 1 is 1. This 2 cancel. Only this line is a differential. Remaining ordinary simplification. Don't think the differential application of differential calculus is very difficult. So only this line, line only I differentiated. Now, what is the first question? The initial velocity of the missile. Which velocity? Initial velocity. Initial velocity. Initial velocity in V, put t equal to 0. Put t equal to 0. What is V? V is equal to, before that write V cap. V is equal to 100 minus 25t. What is the first question? Initial velocity. Initial velocity in velocity, put t equal to 0. Therefore, V, this is velocity equal to, in velocity put t equal to 0, 100, 0 into any number 0. Here what is the dimension giver? Meter and second. Therefore, meter per second. First part over. The second one, what is the second one? The time when the height of the missile is maximum. Already I told, if it is upward motion at maximum height, which is equal to 0, velocity equal to 0. Second one, at maximum height, which is equal to 0, velocity equal to 0. 100 minus 25t equal to 0. So 100 equal to 25t, t equal to 4 seconds. After 4 seconds, missile reaches which height? Maximum height. After 4 seconds, missile reaches maximum height. Then what is the third question? The maximum height reach. What is the maximum height? When it reaches maximum height? After 4 seconds, it reaches the maximum height. Therefore, substitute t equal to 4 in x. That is the maximum height. Maximum height In x, put t equal to 4. Why put t equal to 4? After 4 seconds, it reaches maximum height. Therefore, put t equal to 4 in x. X is equal to 100 into 4 minus 25 by 2 into 4 square, that is 400 minus 25 into 16 by 2, that is 8. 8 into 25 is 200. 400 minus 200 equal to 200 meter. What is the fourth one? The velocity with which missile strikes the ground. Already I told, missile strikes the ground. When missile strikes the ground? Missile strikes the ground means which is equal to 0. And x is equal to 0, missile strikes the ground. What is x? 100t minus 25 by 2 t square equal to 0. T common, 100 minus 25 t by 2 equal to 0. T equal to 0. When we simplify, 100 equal to 25 t by 2, 25 t equal to 200, therefore t is equal to 8. T equal to 0, not at all possible, because missile never started. That is initial position. Therefore, after 8 seconds, missile strikes the ground, but they ask not time. When missile strikes the ground, find velocity when missile strikes the ground. Therefore, velocity already you studied the formula, no? That's why I can erase it. After 4 seconds, what is the velocity? Velocity, put t equal to 8. Put t equal to 8 because they ask only velocity. What is the velocity? Already you studied velocity. What is velocity? V equal to 100 minus 25. Instead of t, put 8. So 100 minus 200, that equal to minus 100 meter per second. Velocity minus 100 meter per second. Is it clear? First x kuduthirukanga. You have to find out velocity, just differentiate. Initial velocity means in velocity put t equal to 0. At maximum height, which is equal to 0. Velocity equal to 0. Put velocity equal to 0, you will get 4 seconds. After 4 seconds, missile reaches the maximum height. Then you have to find out the maximum height means put t equal to 4 in x, maximum distance. You have to find out distance. Fourth one, the velocity when the missile strikes the ground. Missile strikes the ground means x is equal to 0. Put x is equal to 0. Find the value of t. Find the value of t. That value of t substitute in velocity because they ask velocity. Clear? So, this is last year public compulsory question 10 mark question. In the year correct good. So, I solve all the exercise problems, example problems, you go through it. If you have any doubt, you ask in the doubt class. Question number 2, a particle of unit mass moves so that the displacement after t seconds is given by x is equal to 3 cos 2t minus 4. Displacement 3 cos 2t minus 4. Find the acceleration and kinetic energy at the end of 2 seconds. At the end of 2 seconds. What is the equation given? X of t. X equal to given. First you have to find out velocity and kinetic energy. Here what is given? Unit mass. Unit mass means m equal to mass. M equal to mass mass value equal to 1 given. What we have to find out? Velocity and acceleration. How do you find velocity? You have to find differentiate dx by dt. Any constant along with variable, keep variable 3. Before going to differentiate that, you think about in a plate there are two items there. One is sweet, another one is karam. So we can't eat both at a time. The same concept you can apply when we differentiate. Here there are two functions, cos of 2t minus 4. When we differentiate cos 2t minus 4 there itself, when we take sweet, காரம் அங்கதான் இருக்கும், போவாது. அதுக்கு பிறகுதான் ஸ்வீட்டை சாப்பிட்ட பிறகுதான் எது சாப்பிடணும், காரத்தை சாப்பிடணும். Same way, differentiation of cos minus sin 2t minus 4. After that only differentiate 2t minus 4 is 4. Sorry, differentiation of 2t is 2. 4 is 0. Minus 6 sin 2t minus 4. They are velocity. We want to find out acceleration also. That's why once again you have to differentiate. Acceleration is dv by dt or d square s by dt square. Once again differentiate this. Minus 6 differentiation of sine cos 2t minus 4. Differentiation of 2t is 2. That is acceleration minus 12 cos 2t minus 4. What is the first question? Find the velocity after 2 seconds. Velocity after 2 seconds. Substitute t equal to 2 in velocity. Therefore, velocity equal to minus 6 sine 2 into 2, 4 minus 4, that is minus 6 sine 0, velocity equal to 0. Why I have to calculate velocity? Without velocity, you can't able to find out kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy equal to half mv square. We know that half m is 1, v is 0, equal to 0. We have to find out one more thing, acceleration after 2 seconds. What is acceleration? Acceleration after 2 seconds. Actually, velocity கேட்கல. Why we have to calculate velocity na? Kinetic energy கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னா velocity தேவை. What is the formula to find kinetic energy? Half mv square. Without v, we can't find out kinetic energy. So, acceleration after 2 seconds. Acceleration minus 12 cos, already we put 2, 2 2s are 4 minus 4, 0. Acceleration equal to minus 12. So, dimensions question la seconds குடுத்திருக்காங்க, மற்றது எதுவும் கொடுக்கல, அதனால அப்படியே வச்சிருங்க, minus 12. Is it clear? இப்ப kinetic energy கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு நம்ம என்ன கண்டுபிடிச்சோம்? velocity. velocity kinetic energy 0. acceleration கண்டுபிடிச்சாச்சு. போட்டலாமா? அடுத்து சம்பளமா? Third question பாருங்க. It is also 10 mark question. Third one. The distance x meters traveled by a vehicle in time t seconds after the brakes are applied is given by x is equal to 20t minus 5 by 3 t square. X is equal to 20t minus 5 by 3 t square. இதான் equation கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. எப்போ? when brakes applied. brake apply பண்ணும்போது equation x is equal to 20t minus 5 by 3 t square. Determine the speed of vehicle within bracket in kilometer per hour. நம்மளுக்கு கொடுத்திருக்கிறது மீட்டர் and செகண்ட்ல கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. we have to convert kilometer per hour. at the instant brakes applied. At the instant brakes applied. Second one, the distance of the car traveled before it stops. Traveled before it stops. First question the speed of vehicle at the instant brake applied. At the instant brake applied means t equal to 0 initially, because the equation when the brake applied is given. First you have to find out velocity, dx by dt. Dx by dt, 20t differentiation is 20, pi by 3, t square differentiation is 2t, that is 20 minus 10t by 3, that is velocity. What is the first question? The speed of vehicle in kilometer power at the instant brake applied. At the instant brake applied means at the instant brake applied, that is t equal to 0. How to find out speed? Speed means velocity. In velocity, put t equal to 0. This becomes 0. 20 meter per second. We have to convert kilometer per hour. That's why 20 into 3600 by 1000. 20 meter per second convert into kilometer per hour. So 3600 seconds are 1 hour. 1000 meter is 1 kilometer. Therefore 20 cancel, 10 cancel, that is 72 kilometer per hour. இதோட நிறுத்திட்டு வந்துட கூடாது. எக்ஸ்ட்ரா கேள்வி கேட்டதுனால இது கன்வெர்ட் பண்றோம். அங்க கிலோமீட்டர் per hour கேட்கலன்னா அது போட தேவையில்ல. செகண்ட் கொஸ்டினா கேட்டிருக்காங்க பாருங்க. The distance car traveled before it stops. When car stops, velocity equal to 0, car stops. So, when the velocity vehicle stops, velocity equal to 0. Velocity equal to 0. Put velocity equal to 0. 20 minus 10t by 3 equal to 0. 20 equal to 10t by 3. Sorry. 10t equal to 60. T equal to 6. After 6 seconds, car stops. What they ask? Distance or the car? Distance. So after 6 seconds, car stops. So that's why you have to find out the distance. They ask distance. X is equal to 20 into 6 minus 5 by 3 t square 6 square, that is 120 minus 5 by 3 into 36, cancel 12, that is 120 minus 60, that is 60 meter. Brake அடிச்ச உடனே நிக்காது, கொஞ்சம் தூரம் மூவ் ஆகும் இல்லையா? எவ்வளவு தூரம் மூவ் ஆயிருக்கு? 60 மீட்டர். 60 மீட்டர். 72 கிலோமீட்டர் பர் ஹவர்ல வண்டி வந்ததுன்னா பிரேக் அடிச்ச உடனே எவ்வளவு தூரத்துல போய் நிக்குது? 60 மீட்டர்ல நிக்குது. கிளியர்? இங்க பாருங்க, ஏன் velocity 0? Car stops. When car stops, there is no velocity. Car stops. After 6 seconds, car stops. Therefore, substitute t equal to 6 in x. We have to find out the distance. Is it clear? Shall we go to next problem? Fourth problem. Listen. Newton's law of cooling is given by theta equal to theta naught e power minus kt, where the excess of temperature at 0 time is theta naught and the time t seconds is theta. Determine the rate of change of temperature after 40 seconds, given that theta naught equal to 16 degree, k equal to minus 0.03, e power 1.2 value is given 3.3201. 3.3201. பாருங்க, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க பாருங்க. theta equal to theta naught e power minus kt. அதாவது theta with respect to t கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Here the value of theta naught and k given. What is theta naught? Theta naught equal to 16, k equal to minus 0.03. You have to find out the rate of change of the temperature. Rate of change of temperature. அப்ப என்ன வரும் பாருங்க, d theta by dt equal to theta naught constant along with variable, keep the constant as it is, e power minus kt, e power x differentiation, e power x only, e power minus kt, then differentiation of minus kt. Minus kt differentiation is minus k. You have to find out rate of change of temperature after how many seconds? 40 seconds. After 40 seconds. அதனால t equal to 40. Theta naught 16. K value e power minus of minus plus 0.03. T value is 40. Once again, this is 0.03. 16 into 0.03 equal to 0.48. This is e power 1.2. E power 1.2 value is given. How much? 3201. You know multiplication. When we multiply, you will get 1.5936. நான் டைரக்டா எழுதுறேன், நீங்க கூட இந்த மாதிரி டைரக்டா எழுதலாம். எப்ப தெரியுமா? practice then only you feel comfortable. மல்டிப்ளிகேஷன் பண்ணாமே நீங்க மல்டிப்ளை பண்ண ஆன்சர் எழுதுங்க. மறுபடியும் கவனிங்க, தீட்டா ஈக்குவேஷன் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, தீட்டா ஆஃப் t கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, theta naught value கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, k கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. We have to find out the rate of temperature. Theta naught e power minus kt into minus k, that is after 40 seconds we have to t equal to 40, மற்ற வேல்யூ சப்ஸ்டிட் பண்ணி மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணுங்க. தட்ஸ் ஆல். அடுத்த சம் போலாமா? அடுத்த சம் பாருங்கப்பா. The altitude of triangle is increasing at the rate one triangle. First you have to consider one triangle ABC. This is base, this is height. B be the base of the triangle, base of the triangle. H altitude or height, altitude or height, altitude of the triangle. What are the data given? The altitude of triangle is increasing at the rate of 1 centimeter per minute. Altitude, which increasing rate? dH by dt, increasing rate 1 centimeter per minute. That is the first part. Second, what is given? While the area of the triangle is increasing at the rate. What is area? Capital A, area of triangle. Whenever you introduced any letter, first you have to mention what is that. ஏன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நீங்க உள்ள நுழைறீங்கன்னு வச்சுங்க, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் உங்களை என்ன கேள்வி கேட்போம்? வாட் இஸ் யுவர் நேம். அதனால whenever you introduce any letter, first you have to mention what is that. அதனால B நான் இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். B means base of triangle, H means altitude of triangle, A means area of triangle. Area increasing rate. What is increasing rate? dA by dt equal to how much given? 2 centimeter square per minute. What is the next data? At what rate the base of triangle is changing? We have to find out dB by dt. எப்போ? When the altitude is 10 centimeter, altitude யாரு? H 10 centimeter, then area is 100 centimeter. Area equal to how much? 100 centimeter. மறுபடியும் question ரீட் பண்ற பாருங்க. The altitude of triangle is increasing rate, altitude of triangle is increasing rate 1 centimeter per minute, and the area of triangle increasing rate 2 centimeter square per minute. At what rate the base of triangle dB by dt you have to calculate when the height is 10, h equal to 10 and area equal to 100. What is area of triangle? Area of triangle, Napa? What is area of triangle? Area of triangle A equal to, or area will consider as delta. So d delta by dt, delta equal to 100. Area of triangle equal to half BH. We have to find out here base. If height is increasing, base also change. Both are variables. D delta by dt of, this is in the form of uv, b into differentiation of h plus h into differentiation of b with respect to time. dh by dt தெரியும், h தெரியும், b தெரியாது. ஆனா கண்டுபிடித்துக்கு ஒரு இங்க க்ளூ கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. What is delta? Area of triangle is 100. Half BH equal to 100. Half B ஓட வேல்யூ நா, what is B? தெரியாது. H தெரியும். What is H? 10 equal to 100. So 10B equal to 200. B is equal to 200 by 10, that is 20. Next என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? Substitute these data here. We know d delta by dt. How much? 2. Half. We know B. What is B? 20. What is dh by dt? 1. Plus. What is h? 10. What we have to calculate? dB by dt. 2 cross multiply பண்ணுங்க. 4 equal to 20 plus 10 dB by dt. 10 dB by dt plus 20 come this side, minus 20. 4 minus 20 how much? Minus 16 by 10. That is minus 1.6 centimeter per minute. If it is minus means the base of triangle is decreasing at the rate 1.6 centimeter per minute. Write the conclusion. Base of triangle is decreasing. Decreasing. Why decreasing? Minus. Decreasing at the rate 1.6 centimeter per minute. Decrease என்ற வார்த்தை போட்டவனே மைனஸ் போடக்கூடாது. எனவே முக்கோணத்தின் அடிப்பக்கம் 1.6 சென்டிமீட்டர் per minute விகிதத்தில் குறைகிறது. பிளஸ் இருந்தா அதிகரிக்கிறது. பிளஸ் இருந்தா increasing at the rate. மைனஸ் இருந்தா decreasing at the rate. இல்ல யாருக்குன்னா டவுட் இருக்குதா? Shall we go to next problem? Next problem பாருங்க. Next problem 10 mark question. அதே கான்செப்ட் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒரு சம் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. நான் எக்ஸசைஸ் ப்ராப்ளம் போடுறேன், நீங்க எக்ஸாம்பிள் ப்ராப்ளம் ட்ரை பண்றீங்க. சோ அடிக்கடி கேக்குற 10 mark question அது. என்ன பாருங்க? At noon ship A is 100 km west of ship B. Ship A is sailing east at 35 km per hour. Ship B is sailing north at 25 km per hour. How fast the distance between the ship changing at 4 p.m. At 12 noon ஒரு டயகிராம் போடணும், at 4 p.m. ஒரு டயகிராம் போடணும். At 12 noon நான் சொல்றாங்க பாருங்க. இப்ப ரெண்டு ஆக்சஸ் நான் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். At 12 noon ship A is 100 km west of ship B. B க்கு வெஸ்ட் சைடுல A இருக்கு. What is the distance between these two? 100 kilometer. That is at noon. அடுத்தது என்ன சொல்றாங்க பாருங்க, at 4 p.m. how fast the distance between the ship changing at 4 p.m. A travels 35 km per hour, B travels 25 km per hour. What is the meaning? 1 hour it travels 35 kilometers. B travels 1 hour at 25 kilometers towards north, A towards east. Abna at 4 p.m. 12 noon to 4 p.m. How many hours? 4 hours. At 4 p.m. A travels 4 into 35, 140 kilometer. B travels 4 into 25, 100 kilometer. A travels towards east. இப்படி போயினே இருக்கு. அப்ப பாருங்க, A இந்த இடத்துல நீங்க வந்துச்சு, இங்க எக்ஸ்ட்ரா எவ்வளவு வரும்? 40 kilometer, because 100 plus 40 equal to 140. B towards north. Towards north எவ்வளவு தூரம் போயிருக்கு? 100 kilometer. What is the distance between the ship? Unknown. Z. Just consider this is X, this is Y. So Z equal to X square plus Y square. This distance is X, because it is not a fixed. At 4 p.m. 40 இங்க இருக்கு, இதே 5 p.m. வேற இடத்துல போயிருக்கும், அதனால it will be changed. This is Y. So it is a what type of triangle? So that at 4 p.m. X value is 40, Y value is 100. But A travels in the direction of X axis. That's why dx by dt equal to 35. B travels in the direction of north, dy by dt equal to 25. We have to find out dz by dt. It is a what type of triangle? Right angle triangle. Right angle triangle என்ன எழுதுங்க? Z square equal to X square plus Y square. But we want to find out Z, dz by dt. That's why differentiate with respect to t. Z square differentiate பண்ண என்ன வரும்? 2z with respect to t நால dz by dt, 2x dx by dt plus 2y dy by dt. 2 common. So z dz by dt equal to x dx by dt plus y dy by dt. X தெரியும், dx by dt தெரியும், dy by dt தெரியும், ஆனா z தெரியாது. At 4 p.m. z equal to root of x square plus y square. At 4 p.m. what is x? 40. What is y? 100. So 40 square plus 100 square. Therefore z equal to 40 square means 1600 plus 10,000, that is 11,600. 11,600. இப்ப எடுக்கலாமா? இது எப்படி எழுதலாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா 400 into 29. 400 into 29. Multiply will get results. 400 square root is 20 root 29. This is the value of z. But we want to find out dz by dt. dz by dt is equal to, the z அங்க போனா என்ன போறோம்? 1 by z x dx by dt plus y dy by dt. Repeated question, very important 10 mark question. பே பண்ணிட கூடாது. z என்ன எழுதலாம்? 20 root 29 x what is x? 40 dx by dt என்ன வரும் பாருங்க? 35 plus y y என்ன வரும் 100 dy by dt என்ன வரும் 25 4 into 35 1400 plus 2500 divided by 20 root 29, that is 3900 divided by 20 root 29, 0 cancel, 195 by root 29 kilometer. Why we write dx by dt is plus? Away increases. Suppose approaches to each other means decreases. On that case, put minus. That is the example problem. Therefore, distance between the ship away from each other at the rate 195 by root 29 kilometer per hour. Per hour க்கு எவ்வளவு distance change ஆகும் 195 kilometer. ரெண்டு ஷிப்புக்குள்ள distance 195 by root 29 kilometer per hour. ஒவ்வொரு ஹவருக்கும் அவ்வளவு டிஃபரன்ஸ் வரும். பாருங்க இதுல ரொம்ப கொஞ்சம் கேர்ஃபுல்லா பாருங்க. அட் நூன் என்ன சொல்றானா ஷிப் ஏ is west of ship B. B க்கு வெஸ்ட் சைடுல A இருக்கு. அதனுடைய டிஸ்டன்ஸ் 100 கிலோமீட்டர். A travels towards east 35 km per hour. B travels towards north 25 km per hour. What time we have to find out? At 4 p.m. At 4 p.m. A travels 12 noon to 4 p.m. 4 hours. 4 into 35, 140. Already we know that this distance is 100, that's why this is 40. B travels 4 into 2500. இங்க தான் B இருக்கு, இங்க இருந்து B அப்படியே மேல போச்சுனா 100 km. But it is not a fixed distance. At 4 p.m. 40, 100. 5 p.m. னா மாறும். அதனால that's why I'll consider this x, y, z. Z is the distance between the ship A and B. At 4 p.m. x 40, y 100. Underline the word at 4 p.m. இதே 5 p.m. வந்து இந்த வேல்யூ வராது. 6 p.m. வந்து இந்த வேல்யூ வராது. மாறும். So, dx by dt towards east, towards x direction, it changes 35 km per hour. Towards north, dy by dt is 25. You have to find the distance between the ship dz by dt. Z square equal to x square plus y square. Differentiate with respect to t. 2z dz by dt equal to 2x dx by dt plus 2y dy by dt. 2 common. இதுல z தெரியாது. அதனால first you have to calculate z from this. At which pm we have to find out z? At 4 pm. 40 square plus 100 square. 1600 plus 10,000. 11,600. That is 400 into 29. 20 root 29. dz by dt. Z in 1 by z. Just to substitute and simplify. Right? Maximum moving particle problem complete பண்ணிட்டோம். அடுத்த கிளாஸ்ல சாலிட் ஃபிகரை பத்தி நம்ம பார்க்க போறோம். சாலிட் ஃபிகர்னா என்னெல்லாம் கேட்கலாம்? ட்ரையாங்கிள், கோன், சிலிண்டர், ஸ்பியர், எக்ஸெட்ரா எதுனாலும் கேட்கலாம். மூவிங் பார்ட்டிகிளை பொறுத்தவரையிலும் நம்ம தெளிவா போட்டிருக்கோம். ஹரிசான்டல் மோஷன், வெர்டிக்கல் மோஷன், எஸ்பெஷலி சம் நம்பர் 1, 3, 5, 6, 10 மார்க் கொஸ்டின். 6th கொஸ்டின் ரிப்பீட்டடா கேட்கறாங்க. இதே மாதிரி ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் சம் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அந்த சம்மை நீங்க ஒர்க் பண்ணி பாருங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 5.1 to 5.7 வரல இந்த சம்ஸ் கவர் ஆயிடும். அந்த சம்ஸ் ஒர்க் பண்ணி பாருங்க. டெஃபினட்டா யூ வில் கெட் 1 10 mark question in the public. The remaining part of this exercise we'll do it in the next class. So I thought now somewhat you are confident in the differential calculus. Don't think it is a differential calculus. Only one line. In the line மட்டும்தான் differentiation. மற்றதெல்லாம் ordinary substitution like 6th standard. இந்த லைனை தவிர வேற எங்கேயாவது நான் டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் பண்ணிருக்கேன்னா பாருங்க. இந்த ஒரே ஒரு லைன் தான் டிஃபரன்ஷியேஷன். ரிமைனிங் ஆர்டினரி சப்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் தான். சப்ஸ்டிடியூட் பண்ணி சிம்பிளிஃபை பண்ணீங்கன்னா வில் கெட் தி ரிசல்ட். ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ. வில் see in the next class.